Hi Capricorn, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is your week ahead tarot scope. It's a general read. All the information and housekeeping is down there, down below, along with the subscribe button if you so wish to subscribe. Let's see what we've got for you for this week. I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of good. There was a feeling that came over and it was a bit, you really need to be working on your confidence is what I'm getting. Confidence and understanding your value. Understanding your value, your worth, because you're looking for external validation and it needs to be internal. And proper internal, not just, yeah, it does. And I think people around you have been telling you that. Your friends have been telling you that again. You worry too much about what they think about you. You worry too much about, you know, how someone sees you. You worry too much. And this is friends or close people or people around you. Your close people, your circle, right? And they go, you worry too much about what they think of you, or you worry too much that they think badly about you, or you worry too much that, you know, you're only happy if they say it. You'll only pick an outfit if they say it looks good. You'll only, rather than wearing what you want to wear, you'll wear what they say you should wear because you just want to please them. It's like you've been in a people pleaser kind of mood. And instead of like validating your own choices and validating your own worth, you're externally looking for feedback. You don't need someone to tell you that you're good. You should know that you're awesome. You should know that you're amazing. You should know that you're powerful. Yeah, definitely. You need to be aware of how and where you are emotionally investing in people, relationships. Are you investing too much emotion at work? Should you be a little bit more detached at work and a bit more investing in people around you? Or because at the moment it's like you are sending all that out to other people, and because you're spreading it out in too many places where you're not getting it back, and you are obviously looking for that external validation, that you send it out almost like, I'll send it out, you do it because you care, and I get that, but also there's this element of, and if they tell me I've done good or they're grateful, then I'm doing a good thing. And it's almost like people, where you're sending it to, they're ungrateful, and not returning it to you, and you're like, well, it must be because I'm not good enough. When really it's like, no, they're clearly not worthy of my energy anymore, so snip, snip, you're gone. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you're not protecting your energy. You're giving it out everywhere and saying, well, if it comes back, I'm worthy of it. I'm clearly worthy. And it's like, no, you are worthy. Do you know what I mean? Have some value. Learn to respect yourself enough to go, I've invested this emotion, this energy in you, emotionally or whatever. I've invested in this situation. Is it giving me anything back? Oh no, you can't respond. Oh no, you can't reciprocate. All right, bye. Cut it off. Set a boundary. You can't come in. You're not taking any more of my energy because you're not giving anything back. It has to be reciprocated. But yeah, it's very much like, that's kind of, it's learning that. It's learning that your value isn't based on who is giving you love back. It's about how much you love yourself and how you, because I think you'll find once you do that, once you say, I'm going to invest in you as much as you invest in me, and you put it out there and go, well, if I get nothing back, then clearly, you know, there's nothing there. You're actually going, there's nothing there. Shut the door. So when next time they come asking for something, you go, no, you don't. This relationship is not mutually beneficial. It's you taking what you want, and I cannot give you any more without getting something back. And they'll either buck up their ideas and go, oh, sorry, I had no idea I was doing that. Thank you for telling me. I will try more, and actually try more. Because again, you have to go on what they do, what they give. You have to go on evidence, not what's coming out of their mouths. And then they will equally, do you know what I mean? And if they come back and, oh, by all means, but maintain that barrier. As soon as they aren't reciprocating again, just go, no, shut down again, shut it off from them again, because you cannot keep giving yourself to people that are not giving you anything back. You are depleting reserves by doing that. So you have to protect your energy to only those that are willing to reciprocate. And it's not that they're worthy of your time or not worthy of your time. It's not that. It is about mutual energy exchange. And if they are not providing anything back, then stop supplying it coming to them, because they'll either feel that it's not there anymore, and they will move towards you and make effort themselves. If they want to, if it matters enough, they will. If they don't, then just sit and your relationship goes to a different level where you're acquaintances instead of proper friends. Or the best thing is they just remove themselves from your life entirely, or if you have to, cut them out your life. Shut a hard wall there instead of a boundary fence. Do you know what I mean? You have to protect your energy. You have to let people in that show that you mean that much to them. Yes, it might be lonelier because you've only got 3 people in your life, but it's better than having 20 people that are sucking everything from you and giving you nothing back. You are deserving of love. You are deserving of time. You are deserving of their energy. And you need to know that you're worth it. And you have to know in yourself. Nobody can tell you that and keep reminding you. They can tell you till the cows come home. If you do not believe that yourself, then they are never going to say it to you. Do you know what I mean? No one's going to tell you. You have to tell the world. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, building up foundations, protecting yourself, setting boundaries. Setting up, making sure that the people that are around you are there for the long term. This is about people that have mutual energy exchange and they build something together. They collaborate in order to build something incredible. This is the beginning of that. This is you learning to accept help from others when you need it, because you're so good at giving it to other people. But equally, if you're giving something, do you know what I mean? A collaboration only works when everybody is mutually benefiting. Whereas there are people out there that just seem to be getting what they want. You've also got 3s coming up. Who do you enjoy your time with? Who do you feel free with? Who do you feel you can be your true self with? They're your people. Because anyone that makes you feel less than because your true self isn't acceptable to them, like I said, like, oh, I bought this outfit and I brought it home and showed them, and then they go, oh, I don't like that, so you don't wear it again. Their opinion should matter. Go, well, I didn't buy it for you, I bought it for me, I like it and it makes me happy. That's it. That dress doesn't go because of their opinion. It's just you've asked for their opinion, they didn't like it, and go, and you know you're at a point where you can go, well, it doesn't matter, I'm going to wear it anyway. Because that's not, and I'm not saying they should lie to you and say that it looks great, it's not that, but they should say it in such a way as, there's a difference between telling you because you know it's the best, that they're trying to do the best thing for you because they think, well, that doesn't help you because, I don't know, it makes your skin look orange and you don't want to look orange. Who knows what it is. But your value, your worth, your opinion, your belief, like how you perceive that dress, like if that makes you happy, like this dress. I know people around me that would go, what the hell did you buy that for? I bought it because I like it and it's fun and it's playful and it's a 50s retro dress. I love it. It's got lucky cats on it. Lucky cats bring good fortune. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's got nothing to do with anybody else why I wear that dress. You can ask me by all means and I'll tell you. But someone going, you bought that because it's silly, I'm going to go, it's silly that you think you can tell me what I can and can't wear or should and shouldn't wear, or if something is silly. Who cares if it's silly? Me wearing this dress does not affect you in any way, other than clearly it's irked you enough to form an opinion. But your opinion doesn't matter to me. I'm wearing my dress because I love it. And I look great in it. Do you know what I mean? It's fun, it's playful. That's how I am. I'm fun and I'm playful. And I like to beckon luck and happiness and joy into people. Why wouldn't I wear a dress that makes me happy? Ironically, the person that I know would say that I've set very boundaries with, and believe it or not, I've done exactly what, you know, if you're not getting back what you're putting in, then you stop putting the energy and effort in, and believe it or not, I've done that and they've not come forward the other way. So you know, it's, boundaries are there to protect your energy, and they've shown, do you know what I mean, the effort that they've put in since I've not put the effort in. Once I've mirrored their energy, basically, I've realised that they're not going to step up, they're not going to come in, they're not going to do what they need to do, and that's do you know what I mean? I don't need them to be a thriving person. I'm a whole person on my own. I don't need them. I think they want me to need them, but that's not the point. That's not how, you shouldn't You want people to need you, that you should know that they should know that you know they're there for support. If you need support, that they'll provide that support, but you shouldn't need them in the day to day. Do you know what I mean? You don't need these. You shouldn't need these people because they're just taking energy from you. And you are more than capable of doing it yourself. Somebody has told you that you're not capable, you're not responsible, you're not sensible. They probably tell you that you're silly, and that's what they do. They belittle your decisions and your opinions and your beliefs because it doesn't line up with what they have, what they think it should be. But they're not living your life. They're not in your lived experience. They have no right to tell you what you should or should not have an opinion of and what that opinion should or shouldn't be. So it's about respect. And if they're doing that, if they're taking and forcing opinions on you, that's not healthy. That needs boundaries. And I guarantee they'll either step back, walk away out your life because they're not getting what they want from you, or they'll step up and put the effort in. But you have to put a boundary. You have to protect yourself. You have to do that. It's not going to be easy because they'll probably kick back against it in whatever form, passive aggressively, guilt, rage, anger. Who knows? They'll push back against the boundary you've set there. But if they do, then it just proves, if they're doing that in a negative way, a negative reaction to that boundary, it just proves that boundary was essential. Because as soon as you go, no, my value is this, you have no right to come in within this space because your energy is negative, and they kick back against it with negativity, does that not just prove that you don't need that energy in your space, because all that's going to do is suck from you? And it kind of feels like that's where you are right now, Capricorn. It's about knowing your value, knowing your worth, which is everything, by the way. You are worth everything. Healing, because as soon as, like, I'm not going to lie, if this is like family that you've had to do this with, and that's all you've ever known, like this relationship with your family, and you start putting boundaries up, they're going to kick off, right? They are going to kick off because you're changing the dynamic that has so far benefited them. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's benefited them. As soon as it stops benefiting them, that's when they have a problem. That's when they kick off. That's when they start gobbing off and telling you that you're stupid and your opinion isn't what it is and your lived experience isn't what it is. A bit like anyone that talks against racism. Do you know what I mean? Like, people that speak out against anti-racists and you know, feminists. As soon as you take anything that stops them having power and wielding a benefit, having this privilege, this benefit over you, as soon as you do that, they start kicking off. So, whereas what they should be doing is going, I'm so sorry that there was this imbalance. How can we how can we make this so that this isn't in place anymore? How can we work towards that? If they're not doing that, then that's going to cause a change to a dynamic, and any change, and you're going to have to grieve, because there is a grieving process and a healing process. Do you know what I mean? Like, if this is family you're like cutting off, especially if it's like parents and things, like, that's hard because we're kind of conditioned to think like, well, they're your parents, so you have to love them, and you have to respect them, and you have to go with what they say, because that's how we're conditioned, right? You listen to your parents and do what they say. Well, no, your parents should be raising you so that you are emotionally and practically equipped so that you go off into the wild effectively and survive. They should be equipping you to survive, not to do what they say or do what they want you to do in order to benefit themselves. They should not be using obligation and duty and emotional manipulation to get you to do what they want to benefit themselves. No, they should be equipping you emotionally so that you can go out and thrive, so that you don't have to be at home anymore. You don't need them anymore, and you come back to them because you want to, not because you have to. So, and again, with like friendships and things, you know, if they're not putting the effort in, by all means, check in and make sure they're okay, because they may have retreated because they're struggling right now. So I'm not saying everybody that doesn't energetically reciprocate in that one moment. I'm on about overall ongoing trends. Like, you put an effort in with them and nothing has ever come back. It's always you going to them. It's always what benefits them. And then when you need help, they're not there. It's that kind of thing. It's not just like this one-time thing where you go, oh, I need help with this, and they go, no, I can't help you at the moment, I've got this going on. It's like, or they don't answer because they have actually got their own shit going on and they need to deal with it. But it's about being very, it's going to take strength, it's going to take determination to heal, because that's naturally going to, the removal of those people from your life is going to leave an element of trauma, in the sense that, yes, by all means, it's a good thing that they're not in your life anymore, but equally, they're not in your life anymore, and that's still a relationship that you perceive to have been a stable one, or it was that you saw a future with this relationship, so you have to mourn the fact that that future's not there, that outcome's not there. By all means, you need to heal that. You also need to heal the damage that that person has been doing to you all this time, so that you can move forward. Sorry, the burps come up. Sometimes you'll see it with some readers, they'll get burps when things are coming out. But yeah, it's about healing that. Do you know what I mean? These people have left, and yes, they weren't to your benefit, but you still cared about them enough to energetically invest in them. So that can't, you have to heal, like, that isn't there anymore, and absolutely channel it into other people, like the happy and joy and love into other people. But it's a change that dynamic isn't in your life anymore, especially if it's as fundamental as a parent or a sibling or a grandparent or whatever, whoever it is. But yeah, it's about protecting your energy and knowing your worth and knowing your value, and not being scared to be alone, because sometimes by removing the people that don't serve you, a load of new people come flooding in, which I've had recently, and your tribe comes in as soon as you realize what your energy is and your value. These people just come in. The good people come in, and they're the ones that help you build and grow and expand. So don't be afraid to cut people out and to be alone. Because I get that it can be lonely, but it's even lonelier being in a room full of people that don't even notice you. And don't even make the time to notice that you're on your own and go and have a conversation with you, so you're not on your own. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you can be in a room full of people and feel so alone. Well, maybe the people around you is that party, that party, and you're sat there and you're the one pretending to read posters on the wall because nobody's bothering with you, nobody's putting any effort into you like you've put in with them. So yeah, anyway, I hope that is of some use to you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next weeklies or monthlies, whichever one comes out first this week. And I will see you again soon, hopefully. Bye for now.